All right, take one. Let's do this. Hopefully, I do this in one go. So, this is Maple. We're talking about one of the characters that every new player should have on their team. If you don't have this character on your team, put her on your team. The character's name is MIKA, blue hair chick. She literally is the best healer, and she gives you action points. So it makes playing the game very easy as a beginner. So let's start with our cards. So in the beginning of the game, usually you want to erase your attack cards for your healer because you're never going to attack with your healer. She basically does like no damage. Give me a sec. So these three cards, the only card you're gonna erase is Water Arrow, and that's it. And maybe Whirlpool, but that's for like advanced players. This card you can just leave it alone if you're a super new. This video is for new players, so don't be getting on my case like, well, you talk about get rid of this card. Like, no, this is a new player guide. All right, Epiphany. For this card, it honestly does not matter which one you pick. They are all good enough to get you through the game. But if you're going to pick one of these Epiphanies, Source of Water, gain 3 is good, but once you use any card that says Exhaust, it's gone from your deck for that battle. And if you're fighting a boss, you want this card to reappear, so don't pick Exhaust. For new players, you always want to pick a card that says one wave plus AP. Because she has a mechanic, if you have 3 waves, you get your 1 AP back. So this one's pretty good to get. The second one's pretty good. You get 2 AP, so that basically nullifies the cost. And then when recovering... when you use any heals, it basically reduces the cost by this, but this one's kind of meh. Let's see, Source of Water, middle one, increased healing, next card use. This is just a increased healing card, so pretty eh. But it has retain, so you can save it for next turn if you don't have any good cards in your hand. Retain basically means you keep your card in your hand. Anything that doesn't say retain goes to the graveyard at the end of the turn. Let's see, heal, gain 1 AP, decrease stress. This is good if your team's like close to being purple gauged up to full. Maybe you want this, but normally the middle one is probably the best one to get. And the first one's like the best one to get. These two are like the best one. Alright, let's see. Epiphanies for these cards. Nevergraph and Finale. This one is so bait for new players, because Finale means once you use this card, your turn ends right then and there. So you might wind up using this and your whole turn ends, and then you're kind of screwed. So if I were you to pick one of these, I would pick this one that says 1 wave, because you get, remember, if you gain 3 waves, you gain 1 AP, and you have a little gauge in the top left corner. Let's see. Shield. Yeah, no, this is the only one I can say to grab. That's it. Let's see, the next wave. Her next card, 1 wave for 1 turn, 50% increase healing. Alright, let's see, if you got an Epiphany for this one. For 2 turns, 50% extra healing, plus a wave, 2 waves. Okay, these are too good. Remember, 3 waves equal 1 AP, so these are really good. When own card is used, 1 wave for 1 turn. Nah, this is too situational. This one gives you 2 waves, and then for the whole battle, you have 50% extra healing. So this is pretty good for dire situations. I would grab this. So either grab this or these two. Let's continue on. For Whirlpool, this is like the worst card to ever use as a beginner because it costs 2 mana points. Let's see. Which one of these deals damage? Heal every time. 1 wave for each target hit. Okay, yeah, no, this is the only one to use. If I was going to pick, it'd be this one. The least of evil of them all, because for every target you hit, you get a wave point. If you hit 4 targets, you get 4. Guaranteed 1 mana point back. We're at 1 action point. Okay, there we go. Partners. Let's see. She's like the best one to use because of the damage reduction you get from her. And you get a damage reduction from her skill, which is 3, and then you have a automatic damage reduction from her own ability. This one is not the best one. Alyssa is like kind of meh when it comes to using. Like, she gives you a damage up, but I honestly wouldn't use her. She will not save you in a boss fight. The level 3 healer that you get for free when you're playing this game, it's pretty alright. There are people who have used this girl for like hardcore endgame content because of her 60% increased healing. She gets 16 defense, so pretty good. Potentials are like your skill level ups, and like in you're leveling these up for increased healing. Shield, anything that says this is pretty much increasing your healing by a huge margin, so level this up as much as you can. This, if you're extremely new, you're only gonna go to this one and this, and that's it. This stuff all the way up here is for endgame players. Wouldn't worry about this until you're there. Memory fragments, again, if you really want to have equipments, I don't suggest rushing this once you have it unlocked. At best, if you need to find equipments, I would highly suggest you get the equipment that says Seth Scarab to get increased healing for your cards. It's a 2-piece set and max HP if you had to pick 2. But if you already have defense, then go for defense. Now as for her ego or her awakenings, most new players are not going to have her maxed out, or at best you'll probably have 1 copy. So this is like the best one to have. Our first copy turns this card into this. Get an extra wave. But essentially, what you want is maxed MIKA, because every time you start a battle, any battle, you'll always start with 2 wave. So whenever you use a card that gives you a wave immediately, it gives you 3. So basically you're starting with an extra mana point. That's what makes her extremely broken. She literally has AP regeneration with her being at Awaken 6. But she's still good even at zero awakening. Alright. I think that's better. Collect other stats. Cards. Our partners. her potential, which is basically her skill level ups. And then her decks. Your deck is not gonna look like this. This is like literally endgame stuff. But the number of cards you'll run into when you're in the shop, you'll see a thing that's called training or Danglong shop. There's a rare instance you can get a gear bag or rally. Rally is good. It gives you draw. It gives you a +1, and it makes the enemies take a bit longer before they swing at you. Gear bag is literally just a pot of greed. If you played Yu-Gi-Oh, it's just really good. And the way gear bag works is it doesn't cost anything as long as you use an action from a different player. Let's say you're using the free unit. She swings, then gear bag activates automatically because it has to be right here, combo. When another combatant card's used, activate this card for free. But yeah, I do have a low-level MIKA deck that people might be using. You'll probably might be using this type of deck, which is basically no cards added. Just this, 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 this. Or this. These are the type of decks you'll probably wind up having when you're first starting out. This is the type of deck you could actually run into having as a new player. You can literally copy this skill 4 times in a row and it'll be broken as heck. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. She is very new player friendly. Always have this girl on your team. As for teams, let me. Where do I got a team set up? Combatants. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go to simulation. Alright, here we go, teams. So you can use Mika with basically anyone. She gets to the point where she's so broken, you kind of want to challenge yourself later on in the game. Where you basically either have no healer like me for fun runs, or someone that's not as strong like Nia or Ray, but essentially she is literally giga strong. Always have her on your team. That's pretty much it. Now I can do an in-depth guide of Mika later on, but that's essentially it. As far as partner banners go, let's go over here real quick. Her best partner, honestly, I'm gonna be real, her best partner is not even on the partner banner. It's literally the battle pass partner. This character right here. If you were going to get a battle pass, this is the only character I would suggest you go and grab. And if you're late as hell to get the battle pass to get this, just fucking use your gems, the purchase levels, and grab her. It is very much worth. She gives you, let me see, agent info. This girl literally gives you a draw 3. You discard your whole hand, get +3. Well, not your whole hand. Discard 3 and get, you know, discard 3, pick up 3. Basically that. It's graceful charity if you played Yu-Gi-Oh. I honestly think this character is like the best fucking healer ever. Like, yeah. That's about it. Yep. There you go. Okay. If you have any more questions, just comment, like, share, comment, whatever. Smash that like button too. All right. That's about it.